you making a callback to when he called me out?
That's right. That's what I was doing. And I wondered why nobody was responding.
I get it.
Nobody got what I was doing. Story of my life. Story of my life. I'll take me around. Hey, we're back. We're back after 1 week hiatus for fantastic Prideage last Sunday. How fun was? Well, Pride was last Saturday.
A week ago?
It was a week ago.
Feels like a lifetime
so
ago.
Good. And I know there were so many of you, especially in the Virtch world, that were very sad and wishing that you lived in San Diego and could pride with us. I just want you to know that's the right feeling to have. Sadness. It was as good as advertised. And
that was my favorite Pride we've ever done.
Yeah, same.
Aw. Thanks, Abby. Hi.
Hi, Abby. Good morning. So good to see all your profile pics, and thanks for letting us know that you are with us this morning and letting us know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I have this thing where I'm.
Where's Ferndale, Kim? I just think of Ferngully. Yeah.
That's in Washington, because they were talking about being in Washington.
Oh, nice.
Found it. But I still can't point, which is why I can't have a TikTok. So I don't know how
That's
to
why.
point.
That's why. Once you get the pointing figured out. Yeah.
What's happening behind us?
Welcome.
They all just lost it about something.
So I wonder if these buttons still work. Yeah, they do. Sitting here listening. Oh no, I covered it up. Go move it up. I'm so sorry.
And also, why'd you put our names on the screen?
To introduce ourselves. I haven't done that in a long time.
I don't know who we are. Oh,
you just moved me up.
Christ.
That's correct. We are here because.
No, we're not.
Any hoozle. If this is one of your first times and you've stayed in here this long, I'm Colby. This is Kate. We are the co-pastors of this church here in San Diego that has, for 8.5 years, been doing our best to hold space for a whole range and variety of individuals. And we've been doing this virtual live stream since the coronavirus pandemic.
Embarrassing, or is it just get our names off the freaking screen?
Only because you asked so nicely.
It's not embarrassing, Robert. It's just funny and fun. I'm gonna put your comment back up.
Yeah, wave. That's what part of BT dubs, Robert. That's part of why 2.5 years ago, when we sort of moved to this virtual platform, we knew that we had to stay live. Like we weren't going to do the pre-recorded and then hit play on Sunday morning, because we want to be able to wave at the camera and wave back and feel that
all
sort
these
of connection.
Washingtonians, Washington.
You had it. Washington.
Did I have it the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just always expect I fail the first time, so I kept trying. Well, awesome. Anyway, they're all like finding each other and connecting right now. It's fun.
Go start a Sojo PN dubs.
Yeah, you should do that. PN dubs. All right. Well, this is us. That show ended. That was sad.
With 0 Emmy noms this year. It's been like an Emmy darling for years, and this year final season.
They're like, oh, you finished? We don't care about you anymore.
Oh, that was you. Get it?
I mean, kind of.
All right, so we're gonna do they are gonna do some music, and then Kate and whoever she grabs at the last second are gonna do collective conversation. It's a chance for you to interact with us. And then you get, where's the lie? And then you've got a spiritual nugget today that I'm excited to hear, because I see a bunch of your flower pictures lined up, and anytime you talk about flowering and gardening, it gets to soul. And then we're going to take communion. So get your materials, your elements. I drive an Element, Honda. Ready. That is perfectly normal, Shane. I love it. All right. So glad you're here.
Seen, Robert?
Welcome to Sojourn.
We're Kate and Colby, and we're the co-pastors of this. Business cards.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say,
starting right now. I'll be strong, I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. I've been too deep. Yeah, I've been too deep. It's been 2 years and I miss my home. There's a fire burning in my bones. Still believe. Yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say,
Wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright, so my power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes. I still got a lot of fight left in me.
like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my
Fight
fight
song, take back my life song, prove I'm alright, so my power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes. I still got a lot of fight left in me. Thank you for the applause.
Thanks. Are we doing like a welcome and then another song? Is that the idea? Oh, great. Cool. Okay. Just checking, you know. Hey, so, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Wow. This, what you're seeing, the laughter, the sort of mayhem, the bits, the pieces, the tired, that's who we are. That's what we've come here with today. And that invitation is extended to you, whoever you are, whatever you've got, if it's silly, if it's exhausted, if it's sad, whatever you have belongs here. That's the whole point, and you've done the thing. You've done all the work you needed to do just by clicking in. We're glad you're here. We're going to keep singing for you. You want me to bring this down so they can see my face? Yeah, I can do that. There's tech instructions coming from the side here.
It is really high.
I didn't put it there. Who was it, Benjamin?
Wow. I'm sorry I set up your stuff.
Don't dish it out if you can't take it.
Be thou my vision, O light of my heart, not be all else to me save that thou art. Thou my best thought by day or by night, waking or sleeping, thy presence my life.
Be thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. Voice from within me, speak out undeterred. Thou
riches I heed not, nor life's empty praise. Thou mine inheritance, now and always. Thou and thou only, first in my heart. Spirit of knowing, my treasure thou art. Spirit of knowing, my victory won. May I reach heaven's joys, oh bright heaven's sun. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still be my legend, oh keeper of all. Still be my legend, oh keeper of all.
Buy a snatch.
Oh, it's not Kate. It's just me. Oh. Hello, friends. It's funny because every time I think we kind of, say to people, bring your tiredness, whatever, I always feel sad. And I hadn't thought about the fact that tired is sometimes really, really silly.
True.
Yeah, I like it.
Word. Word to your mother. Really nice to take songs that have less than ideal memories attached to them and repurpose them to make new positive memories. One of my favorite things when y'all leave the singing.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
through that one the first time I heard it. So Sojourn Grace, I was
Really?
like, well, there it is. One of my favorite little.
It's on my arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karen.
Saved my arm.
You didn't have to amputate.
I never made that connection.
What do you think about that one?
I like that one.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do it.
All right. When I notice myself getting older, I. ...
I love these prompts with the ... instead of
Yeah.
like a full question, you know what I mean? Because you can fill it in so many different.
It's a very different answer depending on what part of getting older I notice.
Yeah. So share them all. Every part.
When I fall down and my whole body hurts for 2 weeks, I feel bad.
I don't know if you can hear Karen off camera, but she's like, when I fall down because I'm old, that's sad. What? Did Steven do it
Take
too?
Advil.
But when I find the gray
Hold them
hair,
back.
I'm really happy.
Yeah, you and your grey hair obsession. It's funny. I've got plenty of them. Plenty.
I'm Team Karen on that. I love gray hair.
Yeah, but you've got a few years to more than us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ooh, love,
It's true.
love this answer with my whole soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel.
Yeah, we were listening the other day to Richard Raw and Brene Brown, and it was so good because he's like the best.
Yeah, and it's that old man wisdom, huh?
Yeah, but it's not. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who grow old and who don't grow wise.
Truth.
So
Truth.
I think when I notice
Right.
myself growing older, I get motivated to be like, oh, we've got to keep on growing and doing the work because like wisdom is not just going to come to me.
Truth. Yeah, no, you're so right. That's a good point. But just because you're old doesn't mean you are wise. And then you
Yeah.
have a Richard Rohr and you're like, oh, right. I want that kind of old person wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. I celebrate
Yeah.
because I love, love, love aging. Ooh, people are really answering this. So
Yeah.
I gotta like, ah, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
I gotta blah, 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 blah. This one is usually another aching body part.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Or the fact
Wesley
that you
is
can't.
starting to notice things about growing older and doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, Wesley, I love you so much, baby girl. That's amazing.
I was at a gig last night and there was like a 3 to 4 year old girl who came out and requested Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, and I was completely disarmed. I'm like, seriously? Can the child within my heart rise above? And I was just like, oh, wow. She's like, I love Landslide, please.
Roar said getting older is just about forgiving everything. Yourself,
Yeah.
loved ones, the world.
Yeah.
Panic, freak out, get scared, worry, but that was back in May. I'm fine now. Thanks for asking. That's amazing. That's rad. Sometimes I think I'm in damn good shape for someone my age. Love it. I have two
One of my weird
answers.
thoughts about growing older is then you start seeing your parents in yourself and your grandparents.
This terrifies me. This terrifies me. I'm more inclined to remain truer to myself. Love it. Oh my gosh, this is funny. I love this paradox. Understand some people more and understand others far less. That is a really good answer. Abby, crank up Taylor Swift. How I had the answers at 18 and know nothing at 22.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Oh, yay, Susan. That's exciting.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to make up my own prompt for the next one based off of what Ben just said because I
Mhm.
keep still thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly, Alexa. Oh, goodness, love. I can't stay up all night anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, I crawled into bed at 2 o'clock this morning and was very aware of how old I am.
You see Haley's right here for the
No, there's so many answers to this one. This one really got people going.
Yeah. All right.
Right? Not the person I thought, but still proud.
Yeah, that's good. Oh my gosh. Totally. Okay, anyway, so my prompt then from what Ben said, so it's really Ben's prompt, not mine. I'm trying to own it. Is oh yes, people are saying this. Oh man, I just want to keep putting up answers to this one. So I'll get there. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Not stop projecting, just project the right thing.
Project the next right thing.
Whatever I want.
No, but we can totally do that too, Alexa. Let's do that as well. But something new hurts every day. Yeah, totally. And that starts so much younger than you thought when you were really young, don't you think? Weren't you so surprised at how the old feels? Right. And then you're like 34 and you're like, my aching back. Doesn't make sense.
I think I thought I'd feel older at 40 than I do. Also, like mentally, I think. Like,
Oh,
I think I
yeah,
would
yeah.
feel like an older person.
Yes.
I still feel like a teenager. but
Yes.
My body is not a teenager.
Oh my God,
Well, I feel like
exactly
our
that.
parents were older at 40. When you
Yeah.
see photos of them, like I know that my parents they wanted to be old. Like
Mm.
somehow there was this kind of idea, maybe it's that wisdom thing. I think, I'll be old and I'll be
Oh,
wise.
yeah.
But it's not always the case. But like,
But they were
I
like,
look at
gotta project that, gotta act like we are.
my
Yeah.
parents' photos at 40 and then me at 40 is two entirely different
Very
things.
different. That is interesting. Ooh, you're projecting more and more over the years. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I feel like we need to throw Landslide in the mix this morning. Everyone's just like here for
Did
it.
you see Robert's comment too? Just gonna throw it on the screen, actually, even though it's gonna cover me up.
Getting brighter. Let's write and try.
Another t-shirt.
Another t-shirt. Okay, no, my prompt, that's Ben's prompt actually is, what is one trait that you see showing up in you from your parents? That you're like, well, that's my mom, that's my dad. Hello there. Maybe it horrifies you. Maybe it's lovely.
There's a lot of pressure on you. My parents are cute.
Yeah. you know.
Yeah, have fun with that. This is where I'm lucky.
There's physical ones.
Right.
Like I think that's kind of some of the parts. Sometimes I catch myself. I'm like, oh, I can see like my dad in the mirror in weird ways.
Is it mannerisms? Like faces and stuff?
Not so much as I
Or is it
just like
actual
just
physical
physical
looks?
things
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. That gets more and more as you get older.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird.
The other thing, this is weird, but like the older I get, the hotter my body. Like not in a good-looking way, just like
Temperature.
I have
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
temperature. My temperature
Same.
is just rising. But my mom was the same. Just like she just got older and like hotter and sweatier. And I'm just like, oh man, I'm just gonna have to like. That's the rest of my life. It's just, yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I run so hot. I'm hot all the time. Nate says over-explaining things. Got that from a parent. That's a fun one. Wesley said saying hi to strangers, to which Stephen added, not sure which dad she gets that from. Really? We're all sure. We're all very, very clear. Ooh, I like this response. To be honest, the older I get, the more I notice how different I am from my parents. Didn't used to feel like that was okay when I was younger. That's a cool response.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. My incredible need to farm. Never thought I would see that. City girl no longer. I love it.
Yeah.
It was a hard question for me because I didn't know my dad as my dad and I don't want to be anything like my mom. But if I think of a physical characteristic instead of mannerisms or personality traits, it's my toes. I love that. Toes. Oh, the freckles.
You get more every like freckles.
Because she lives in San Diego in the sun.
Yeah, they appear more in the summer, but every year more and more. Like I didn't used to have freckles on my fingers, and now like. So by the time I get to my grandmother's age, they will be pretty solid.
Just a single freck.
Just a freck.
A freck.
A freck. I like that contradiction. We're all paradoxes.
When do we get to meet Shane?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Aw, super loud laugh that you get from your dad. Me too.
Yep.
Colby's like, same with you. Christensen laugh. Aw, see you.
Yep.
I felt the toes part.
That's hilarious.
You're cracking me up.
It's so funny.
Oh, I love that.
That's wonderful. Both andness in the comments. Some good stuff and some hard stuff.
I love that. Adopted, but you still get some stuff from your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying sorry about everything. Oh man, that
Oh,
definitely
man.
is a trait that rubs off for sure.
Sheesh.
Sense of humor, yay! I don't know what my response is to this.
You chose the question.
Complicated. I
Do
know.
you have to answer it?
I know. I did. It's complicated.
Yeah.
We named that I laugh like my dad. How about we just leave it at that? Participated. I'm good. Okay, really quick, everybody name your sorry. Then I saw a comment I wanted to put up. Everybody name your nostalgia song really quick.
Nostalgia song.
Because that was named earlier.
I
What's your
listened-
nostalgia song?
I listened to, well, it's not really a song, it's a whole album, Paramore's Riot, the other night. And I was immediately back in my feels from whenever that was 2008, maybe. And I was right there again. I was like right in all the things that were happening in my life. It was amazing.
Music is crazy.
The
like
laughing,
that.
the crying, everything.
This question is a list of 150 songs.
Yeah, for sure. It's like every song. Yeah. But my main one, though, that pops out at me is one that everybody makes fun of me for.
You should just make a set list
Sammy
from.
Hagar.
I love that song, Matthew. I didn't
Oh
know you were
my
a Bread
God.
fan. I love bread.
I have this weird thing. Colby laughs at me all the time about it. I just
Amazing.
walk around my house humming Father Abraham and then like actually singing the words too. And I don't know why. It's just always in my head. Like Colby, yeah, isn't it?
You would do well on the VBS songs quiz too.
You totally would. It is really disturbing to me how much that just runs through my brain. Soundtrack of my life.
How many times we sang that we were a son of
Yes.
Couple
Well,
of
I
great
got in
bands in the house.
huge trouble for arguing with the Sunday school teacher about that song. The Sunday school
I
teacher
loved that record, Stephen.
was my father.
Hysterical.
Oh, Carmen, that takes me back.
Wow.
The champion.
Y'all are fun. Love this.
Did we do that song on Heathen Happy Hour? I don't remember. I feel like I put it in my set list at some point. I forgot about it.
What is that?
If a picture paints 1,000 words, and why can't I see you? Words will never. I sound too low. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got the Father Abraham stuck in your head now. I'm so sorry. I repent. I repent. I repent. I repent. This is fun. I could just do collective conversation all service long. It's my favorite thing. Y'all are fun. Nate, you made it so that Karen is now singing the whole song in the corner over here, so that's fun. Me too, Jazz!
I love that. I love that whole
Trying to click on Jazz's
record.
comment.
Oh yeah, I like that Matchbox 20 song.
My nostalgia for the Cranberries is my sister and I used to sit on the piano and play that whole record and sing it together.
Whenever I
I
hear that
miss
song in my
that.
live house, I hear all ugly people. That's just how the song's in my head.
This has been collective conversation.
So we'll do an after show after church and sing through all the songs?
Yes!
Yeah. No one's paying attention to us.
I know, they're not gonna bumper up us. We ended it, and then the folks that normally bumper up us are having their own time, so...
I bless the rains down there. Sorry.
Let it go.
When I was a child, they told me in heaven we'd all lose the weight of our names. The king and the wanderer sharing a table and all loved exactly the same. We lost the map along the way, decided we knew who could and couldn't stay. And now we're saving the souls we shamed away. This is not the unknown, this is our coming home. Don't fear the turn of the tide, no one here gets tossed aside. So breathe and lean into the right. This is how you go, this is where we're going now. When I was a child, I thought that in heaven we'd worship the man who made time. His eyes like a flame, his justice too heavy with vengeance that never was mine. Oh, lovers and skeptics fear no rod. We burn the thrones of bigger little gods. We're outrunning the lightning and the odds. We'll make heaven our own. This is our coming home. Don't fear the turn of the tide, no. gets tossed aside. So breathe and lean into the right. Yeah, this is how you grow. This is where we're going now. Come as you are. You can come to the table. We may not have much, but we've plenty to spare. Nothing we have, not a treasure or more than means something or anything without you. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. So breathe and lean into the light. Yeah, this is not the unknown. Side. Oh, one gets tossed aside. So breathe and lean into the right. Yeah, this is not the unknown. But this is how you grow. This is where we're going now. Oh, oh. Thank you. Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. Although this weight is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. And don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. It's gonna make this place your home.
Sure. Will you drop a towel or something over that side of the
see their photos.
side of the, just like the comments?
Okay.
Sorry. That's awkward. It's all good if you can't. I can ground. Welcome to us, where we do real. We're just working out logistics constantly in real time with you hearing us do it. That's how it works around here. Also, oh, there we go. Okay. Figuring out control of this thing. Yay. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
That's perfect.
Good,
That's
good.
great. You had it. Awesome. All right. Here we are. Love y'all. Happy to be with you this morning. Oh, you stole the track then. Let's just take a deep breath, actually, really quick, because flustery space. Present in my body this morning with you, and I invite you to be the same, to just ground, feel your own heart beating inside of your chest. Send it love. I post a lot of beautiful photos of my garden on social media. I love showing the world my plumeria when she's bursting with pink and white delicate flowers. She looks to me like cotton candy in plant form. I love showing her off. Isn't she gorgeous? My obsession with petunias means that my Instagram is absolutely full of these trumpets of pink, purple, red, and white explosions of growth and beauty that I'm proud of. I really want everyone to see the 87 different shades of luscious green in layers of heavenly beds of leaves, so I post photos of everything thriving. I let everyone see what I grow when it's blooming. I let everyone see what I grow when it's healthy. I let everyone see what I grow when it's alive and well and pleasing to the eye. But this right here is what my plumeria looks like most of the year. Like seriously, that cotton candy plant, it looks like a dead stick, like 10 months of the year. And my butterfly bush, which is gorgeous, currently looks like this. Bunch of brown crispy leaves, that's it. It's falling apart. And every plant, sometimes, at least sometimes, looks like this. My calendula often looks like this. And I don't post those photos on Instagram. It's obviously not just me and my plants. We're all out here living actual human flesh and blood lives and posting only our blossoms. Meanwhile, we wither in solitude and secret, silently struggling and internally wondering why it's easier for everyone else. All of this beauty forward presentation, it obviously makes perfect sense. Of course it does. But it's also making us sick. Spiritually. Our days consumed with the highlight reels, our minds held captive by the perfectly curated projections of absolutely real human beings. Every day, we're brainwashed to believe our lives should be prettier, 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 more cotton candy blossoms, less heat-withered leaves. Even as our culture grows more and more aware of the necessity of vulnerability, with consumerist mindset as the bedrock of our society, even vulnerability is packaged up neatly and sold to us as another quick fix, another self-help tool, another way to measure ourselves against everyone else. So with every scroll, we become more and more convinced that we're doing it wrong, doing life wrong. Convinced we're garbage when what we what we really are is human. Convinced we're failures when really we're just living a full life. The truth, of course, is that everything that is living sometimes looks like shit. Everything that's alive falls apart often. Gets diseased, gets stuck, won't grow, needs pruned all the way down to the root ball, has to start all over again. Living is so much more than thriving, but we're conditioned to believe that thriving is the goal up here, and it's all about just chasing that goal. Every piece of life is as holy as the next. The downtime's as sacred as the triumph. And yet we are a culture racked with shame. Shame for being fully human. So we have to practice. Practice regularly ridding our lives of that shame. Practice remembering that it's all part of being alive, being human. Because even when we know this truth, which we all do, right? We talk about it all the time. Even when we're deeply aware of it, living in a society that doesn't know it will still make us sick. Because we live here, we're swimming in it. And so we gather together in this space to collectively remember the truth together, to remind each other, to reset and to ground in the safety of community. So I wonder this morning if you can take a beat with me to remind yourself that you are fully human. You're in the presence today of other full humans living real lives, and I invite you to let yourself feel the safety in that, to let the truth of it sink into your bones and your being. You are right where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, living, growing, and being, withered leaves and all. And I want to say, this importance of remembering that living is so much more than thriving, that it's not just about this practice of reducing shame in ourselves for being human. It's also imperative to remember that pretty is not best, that polished, perfect lives are not the goal, because if we walk around unconsciously believing cultural lies about what is good and what isn't, what we really struggle to do is to be the caregivers that we are capable of being and meant to be, to ourselves and to each other. Because listen, when this subtle underlying belief that withering is bad sits just under our skin, then you know what happens is I don't sit well with you when you're sad. I don't sit well with you when you're struggling. I don't sit well with you when you're not at your best. It's not hard to see that collectively we're uncomfortable sitting in each other's humanity. Because it's because we tend to life. We care for, we tend to life only so much as we have trust in life's processes. I can't tell you how often folks are convinced, absolutely convinced, that they aren't caretakers, especially when it comes to plants. I can't care for plants. They all just die. When the truth, I promise you, this is true. The truth is that there's no such thing as a green thumb or not. It's only different levels of comfort with disease, struggle, death, and seasons and periods of waiting. Because caregiving is in our DNA. We are born to love and to tend to life. We are born to tend to life, born to sit in sickness and struggle, to toil and to nurse and to cultivate messy, full lives. But we have a really hard time tending to life when these messages from the world convince us that the hard parts are bad. How can you show up for them, tend to them, help them grow when you're convinced that they're wrong? So we're conditioned to check out, to numb, to hoard, to isolate, rather than to dig into community and connection and deep care for the planet and for ourselves and others, for everything that's growing and alive, which is the heartbeat of living. Again, we tend to life only so much as we have trust in its processes. When we can sit in the discomfort of the withering leaves. When we begin to really believe that the withering parts of our lives are good too, to see the beauty in the unpolished versions, we become really good gardeners, excellent caregivers. So this morning, I want to invite us to take a moment to recalibrate, to let our bodies together collectively heal from years of believing that we're doing it wrong. So we take a moment to just breathe with me in these truths, to reset. The band is going to come back up and sing one more song for and with us. And as they're getting ready to do that, we're just going to take a moment to let these deep truths of who we were created to be, people who tend to every part of life, that the pretty stuff is actually rare. We are all plumerias, right? The blossoming is like 2 months of the year. That's like a good year. That's like a really good year, actually. That's a good year. Mostly we're just dead sticks, right? And we're going to take a moment to let that truth sink in so that we can tend to be the caregivers to our own lives and to each other that we were meant to be. Will you breathe with me for a moment? Get cozy wherever you are in your seat. Hand to wherever you feel life's source most strongly coursing through your veins. For me, it's my belly. So I'm going to put my hands there in my gut. And just remember that I'm living. I'm alive. And everything that's living doesn't look so good sometimes, a lot of times. And I trust the process. Deep breath in. Breathing in, I know that I am alive. Breathing out, I know that I am living exactly as I'm supposed to be. Breathing in, I trust that my path is mine. Breathing out, I trust that I belong exactly as I am. Breathing in, I trust life's process. Breathing out, I know that I am loved. You are loved.
I bless the way you hold your tongue. You find the room you're in, just ain't a listening one. I bless the way you change your mind. You find the thoughts you're holding out, the healing kind. I bless the way you close the door. The house I used to hold you isn't shelter anymore. I bless the way you leave behind. We know there's something good out there you gotta go and find. Don't you let anyone turn you around. Now you know getting lost is the way you get found. Is the way you get found. I bless the courage in your doubt, the stubborn way you chase the truths you haven't figured out. I bless the patience in your grief, when it's pushing you to rise but it's pulling you beneath. I bless the way you carve your name, the gate kept in the sanctums when they said you couldn't stay. I bless the way you make a home in the wild and in the weary, in the precious white unknown. Don't you let anyone turn you around. Now you know getting lost is the way you get found. Don't you let anyone turn you around. Now you know getting lost is the way you get found. Is the way you get found. Whoa. Turn you around. Now you know getting lost is the way you get found. Don't you let anyone turn you around. Now you know getting lost is the way you get found. Is the way you get found. Is the way you get found.
Wait, no, we're in for communion.
You can be in for communion.
Yeah, be here. Be in. Hi.
That song is just
It's so
a
weird.
gift. It's like the Beatitudes for the wild and weary wanderers.
We wanted to write a benediction for
Mm.
deconstruction, basically. Like a benediction for the leaving and stuff. There's a lot of shaming out there.
Bless the leaving.
Well, you did it. You did what you set out to do. Speaking of doing what we set out to do, we have set out to take communion every Sunday together.
But we also set
church.
out to be really bad at remembering to grab elements.
Oh. Jamie, go get
You
me.
might have
set
set out
out
for
to do
that. I set out to succeed at everything. Not a way
Does
to
that
live.
make the failure
Not a way
worse?
to live. It does, yeah, yeah.
And shot glasses?
I know it looks like shot.
So we're doing gin, and wow, we've got what is this? What are these flavors here?
I don't know, but Matthew should always go get us our communion
Seriously.
elements.
Dark chocolate sea salt and sea salt toffee.
Mm.
I want them both.
You want both?
Yeah.
You gonna mix
Is that
them
greedy?
up? No.
Listen, I'm tired. I need this pick me up.
I'm gonna opt for sea salt.
Thank you, please.
I don't get enough sodium in my life.
Thank you.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Mateo?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I just said I was I too.
Sometimes it hurts us when we hurt others.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I
Oh,
just-
your
I'm
chair. You're in the
spinning
spinning
away.
chair.
You keep trying to stay this way.
So for a really, really long time, this part of the ritual of the Christian church has been used as a tool to assess who is in and a part of the thing and doing it right, and who still has work to do, who still has gaps to close, who still has hurdles to leap. And I just was thinking, as Kate was giving that gorgeous talk this morning, that you are exactly where you ought to be. Like, as a friend of ours from Sojourn of years ago said, there is no gap between where God wants you to be and where you are right in this moment. There's like that gap is not a real thing. It's an illusion sold to you. So may you take this morning your bread, whatever it is. What are people using this morning? Have they told us yet?
Yeah.
We've got almonds and water or gin, Susan, whenever. We've got cookie and coffee. We've got orange juice and blueberry almond flour casserole. Blueberry almond flour.
Breakfast
I
burrito
don't
and
know what
cold
that
brew
is.
is my jam.
Oh gosh, we've got this place near here called Bad Hombres that has fine breakfast burritos, but they do a horchata cold brew. It's redonky. Like it,
Can I take my
you
bread
donk over and over again.
Take
Yeah,
the bread now.
yeah.
Bread is. I'm
So
eating
anyway,
it.
yeah, eating bread.
Wow.
What are these? Why are they so good?
Wow.
They're not really on brand for Sojo though, because they say private selection. So it makes you feel exclusive and not everybody's in.
Sorry, I'll pick up better cooking.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there a everybody's
more
in,
inclusive
baby?
cookie.
A more inclusive? It's really good though. I'm not mad about my elitism,
And it all
elitism in this
belongs,
moment.
Elitism.
Elitism. Yeah, it's all elitism. I'm not mad at it.
Oh my god, this one's even better.
Russian, part
We invite you to share our passion.
I am not mad at it.
You did?
See, I got French.
The-
It's really good too.
Oh, you did this one?
It is amazing,
coffee?
Alexa.
Do you
Next
use
time you're down
coffee
this
or
way, go to
regular?
Bad
I
Hombres.
had that.
I did the
This
sea
one is
salt.
friggin' amazing.
The
I did
toffee? You
both.
were the only toffee one this morning,
I
so
did them
we're
both.
going to rely on you.
This is turning into a
I swear
commercial
this
for
one's
these.
better.
Private selection, sea salt truffles.
You know,
Is
I
this like
found
a
it-
That's just the
Vaughn's
Kroger
or
brand,
Albertson?
right?
Find them at your local Kroger.
Crochet. Crochet.
Crochet.
I don't know if it's Kroger or Safeway or Bonds. Or
I
what.
Find them at a grocery store somewhere.
I found dairy-free chocolate in the grocery store this week, and it was absolutely delightful.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I was very excited.
Was it just an almond?
No, it was oat. It was an oat milk chocolate. It was
Just a single almond.
delicious.
I'm really thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
Can
And
we
then
do
take
the
whatever you
drink
have
part?
for your cup,
I'm really thirsty.
which has been used to tell you that you need some sort of blood sacrifice to make God okay with you. Like, goodbye.
Well, you
old
definitely
story.
It
don't.
really stings when you say it like that.
Yep.
Juice sounds so nice.
Blood sacrifice. You don't need it.
You don't.
We've
Yeah,
learned a few
don't.
things in the last 7,000 years.
And we haven't learned some other
And we
things.
haven't learned. Every time I say that, someone comes at me with, "Oh, you think just because then blah 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 and the ancients weren't." I'm like, no, actually, there's a sense in which people who were more connected to the earth and more connected to the rhythms of the universe had deeper and better insights, and they didn't know jack squat about psychology
It's like
and
it's like a both
all that-
and situation.
we have learned some things. Like both
Almost
and.
as if
As if it's not either or.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
fascinating.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't
Welcome
know.
Sojo, guys.
Who
I'm
knows?
just having a moment.
Who knows if the Christian religion can make space for us or not? Here we are.
I mean, are we asking?
Do we know?
We didn't need permission. Do we need their permission? I thought that was our whole thing.
The older we get, the less we need
You
permission.
may be right.
Oh my god,
You
I
may
pointed
be
the
right.
right direction. I went to point at Ben and I did it.
Ah,
I'm so proud of you.
We are still
We're
learning.
so
it.
proud of you. We're so proud of you. All
I
right.
even have a TikTok.
We've got a few house notes.
Do we?
What are they, Colby?
So one of them is just for those who aren't aware yet, we have also transitioned to a model of church where we do this live stream thing in the morning, and then we meet in person IRL at 5 p.m. at St. Luke's Episcopal Church here in San Diego in the North Park area. So we've been doing that all July, and so we'll see you tonight for those maybe who haven't come yet and want to come hang out with us.
What time?
5 p.m., 5 o'clock post morning. And then for this evening, we will be doing just like,
No.
of course it is.
No, stop.
because
What is
AM will be
AM?
after morning.
Yeah, after morning.
After morning is first
Avant morning. French.
morning.
I thought AM was always morning. So,
And morning.
in the morning. But tonight will be a fun evening of music and worship and meditations and prayers and time to just do some spiritual practices and some communal connecting together. So that'll be this evening. And then the other thing I just wanted to say related to the note of the house is our Joy Box. If you are in a position with
real loud this morning.
with gratitude in your heart, and if you're in a position with resources in your checking account, we invite you to support this this church, this faith community, and you can do that at sojourngrace.com/donate, or you can Venmo at Sojourn Grace, and all of your donations go to support the mission of fostering spiritual, social, and emotional wholeness. So thank you for your support in that.
My favorite
Thank
is
you.
when Colby just keeps going despite
Wow, we are
the
mayhem.
mayhem behind him. He's just like, nope, I'm gonna get this out. It's important. I'm gonna say the words.
If I don't, nobody does.
Yes. If not now, when?
And maybe that's
If
fine that
not you,
nobody
then-
does, but here we are, just me and
No, we
Whitney.
need you. We need you.
You and Whitney.
Why are you
Whitney
putting
did-
Whitney's
oh,
head?
Whitney?
Yeah, I said me and Whitney.
Oh, you and Whitney.
Down by
No,
the
Whitney's
schoolyard.
a team rabble rousers. Sorry.
Okay, let's fight after.
Always,
Let's do the
always,
benediction and then fight over Whitney after that.
Okay, thank you for all
Yeah,
of
we've
you
already
people
got
who are
people
leaving
doing it.
us.
They're like, come on.
All right, Gregor, we're going to follow you
Gregor.
because you're a child of God.
Oh, we've
Lots
got
of-
so
lots of
many
first
to be
ones.
braves.
Yeah.
Everybody's brave this week.
Everybody is kung
I'll
fu
still be
fighting.
brave.
I wanna see you.
Everybody was fast as lightning.
Please.
Oh, they are doing this to us.
There
Yes.
you go.
There you go.
Because so is
everyone
else. Love you. Have good weeks.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you doing?
Colby, you're making it weird.
Just seeing how long y'all will wait.
Oh my God.